Okay, so I've got a Yamaha bass on the bench today, courtesy of Jeff from the band Docs and Dogma, and probably a whole bunch of other bands I don't know about. And he's telling me his A string has a crazy rattle to it. All other strings are good. Fretted is okay. Oh, it's hard to do that with one hand. So then I look, it's going to be a nut issue. If it's only rattling on the open, you want to look at this end of the neck. So you notice the A string has barely any angle to it from the nut. It's just riding straight to the tuner. That's bad. Some of this stringing is also questionable. So maybe we'll fix all that up, and I bet you that will take care of this rattling issue just by having a better pitch to the string, creating a better fulcrum at the nut. And that's that. Stay tuned. Alright, so I already just restrung that one A string, and it's already gone. So, that was that. And just gonna do the rest of the strings, set this up because the action's pretty bad on it. And yeah, tighten up some loose knobs, clean the electronics, the usual setup stuff. Maybe polish some frets so they're nice and smooth. And that's it. Thanks for tuning in. Alright, I was just cleaning some frets here and I thought I would show the difference. It stopped halfway basically. Some nice clean polished frets versus dirty ones. And this really affects playability more than people think. More so in guitar when you're bending and stuff, but you know, might as well keep it somewhat clean. Alright, so upon just checking out the rest of this bass, noticing one of these knobs have a kind of a recessed channel in them, and let's turn that off. And there's a little rubber grommet like in the middle of it for so you can grab it easy, and one of them has fallen off. And being the dollar store aficionado I am, I picked this little kit up at the dollar store for like $1, an assortment of rubber O-rings. One of these is going to be perfect for that knob. Just saying. Even if you don't think you have a use for something, but it might be handy in the future, I've probably had these for a couple years now. Finally, they're finding their use. Side note. There you go. There you go. Alright, I was just getting ready to clean out the electronics, all the pots and stuff, and the EQ pots are all mounted onto a PCB, so I'm going to have to take that all out to really get at it, to really get in there. I'll probably just save you all that boring stuff. But, just so you know, sometimes you'll have to deal with that. So another fun thing I just noticed is if we wiggle that, it's not great. So it's a closed-in jack too. So might have to replace that. Alright. Replace that guy. Luckily I had one in my parts. All good. Alright, so I think I'm done with this Yamaha. Just to recap, I did a full setup. I tightened the neck, lowered the saddles, adjusted for intonation, adjusted pickup height, tightened all these knobs down, cleaned the electronics inside, replaced the output jack, found a grommet for this knob. Once I took the strings off, because I cleaned the fretboard and polished all the frets, the nut had come off, so I re-glued the nut, restrung properly at the headstock, and I believe that's all of it. She's good to go. My client will be pleased. And that's that. Nice little bass. Feels like new. Thanks for tuning in. Comment, subscribe, like, and do all that YouTube stuff that people say. And I'll try to get more videos out if you're into it. Thanks.